Hi, this is No Bull with Raging Robert with another theater review. This one is Blackbird. I've seen Blackbird three times. Once on Broadway with Jeff Daniels and Michelle Williams. Once off Broadway, starring Scott McCord at the 17th Street Theater, which was my favorite of the three. And Theater Four at Theater Row. For nostalgia reasons, I love going back to that theater because I produced my first commercial show, Shyavana, back in 1993. Blackbird is a play you're either going to like or hate. It's it deals on a sensitive subject, a young girl years ago who was violated by an older man. Um, and the story takes place in where the man is working. It's a messy eating room. I never understood why it was staged like that. But all three um, plays, obviously, were staged the same way. I guess the writer wanted that. This show was directed by um, Tara Brown, and it's written by David Harrower, Harrower. If you want to look up the play or buy it at the bookstore. Um, this show gets produced quite a bit in America, and I'm really not sure why. The way it's been directed all three times and the way it's been written is very slow paced. To me, it's confounding because you never really get inside the characters of very much. You know, how Horror Hour just touches on their characters. What happened since he gets out of jail? The man's name is Ray, and then the woman's name is Una. Una was played by Melina Farhani uh, in this show, and the way it was directed, the they just didn't have too much chemistry between her and Ruiz, who played Ray. They just didn't have the blend of any chemistry at all. Um, she was not that likable and she was not that believable. Her lines, which should have resonated with the audience, didn't. She was very motionless in her delivery. And as the lead star, where Scott McCord and even Jeff Daniels, you believe that they had, some kind of je ne sais quoi, if you will, that maybe they were good with the ladies. Here, he's never believable that he could be, when he was younger, Miguel Perez, that is, that he could be, a ladies' man or, girls would be interested in him. So this whole Blackbird was even slower than when I saw it on Broadway and off Broadway. I'm never not a big fan of this play. Uh, the writer only goes into their lives a little bit, where he should have had more discussion between the two after, years later, what he had been doing. He gets into a little bit what they're thinking and how this affected and shaped their lives, but it never goes anywhere. It goes round and round in circles like laps on a track. And I just never really loved this play. I just thought it could be much more. It could be deeper, and it could be more volatile. But it's always directed the same way, monotone, uh, blase. Uh, at this performance, there were two people, at least two people in my aisle right next to me that were sleeping halfway through. Um, so Blackbird, it just doesn't, the direction and the actors in this particular one at Theater Row, it just was my least favorite of the three. I did like Scott McCord at the 17th Street Theater. I thought he was the best Ray of all of them, way better than Jeff Daniels. And I would skip Blackbird at Theater Row. Look for my review next week. I'm seeing Marjorie Prime, which has a pretty good cast. It's an AI type of play, and I'm looking forward to that. I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. This year on Broadway was a mediocre year at best. Um, had some good plays and had some real duds. So I'll be back next week with my review on Marjorie Prime. Thank you.